What's up everyone? Smart Stock. Sam here, and before you click away, let me ask you something. What would you do if I told you I called a stock at $12.62 that analysts are now saying could hit $33? Would you believe me? Well, stick around, because today I'm going to show you the receipts. We're talking about ONDS, a defense stock that's exploding exactly as I predicted, and I'm here to break down why this move was entirely predictable, what's happened since my original call, and most importantly, where this monster is headed next. If you've been sleeping on this opportunity, this video is your wake-up call. Let's dive in. Let me take you back to January 22nd, 2026. ONDS closed that day at $12.62, and I made a bold call that this stock was a strong buy. Now, I know some of you are looking at the current price around $9.69 and thinking, Sam, what are you talking about? Here's the thing though, short-term noise doesn't change long-term fundamentals. What we experienced was a classic case of market manipulation through a short seller report that tried to shake out weak hands. But the smart money, the people who actually understand what's happening at ONDAS Holdings, they're not fazed. And neither should you be, because the underlying story has only gotten stronger since my original analysis. So what was my thesis back in January? Simple. I identified that ONDAS was undergoing a massive structural identity shift. This wasn't just another defense contractor trying to eke out marginal gains. This was a company transforming itself from a disparate holding company into a unified global defense and security platform. Think of it as building an autonomous nervous system for modern warfare and security operations. Systems talking to systems. Drones, communication networks, counter-drone technology, all working together seamlessly. That's the vision, and folks, it's becoming reality faster than most analysts anticipated. Let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets really exciting. The most compelling evidence that my strong buy call was accurate is the sheer velocity of growth we've witnessed. In just a 6-week window leading into 2026, ONDAS's contract backlog didn't just grow, it absolutely exploded. We're talking about a 180% surge, jumping from $23 million to $65.3 million. Let that sink in for a second. That's not organic growth. That's a company winning major contracts and positioning itself as a critical defense partner on the global stage. But wait, there's more. In the third quarter alone, revenue surged 582% year over year. 582%. When was the last time you saw growth numbers like that in any sector, let alone defense? And here's the kicker. Management was so confident in their trajectory that they hiked their 2026 revenue guidance by 25%, now targeting $180 million. This isn't speculation anymore, folks. This is execution at the highest level. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the recent price dip. Yes, we saw a temporary pullback to around $9.69 by early February, driven primarily by a short seller report from J Capital. Here's what you need to understand about short seller reports. They're designed to create panic and profit from falling prices. They cherry-pick data, ignore context, and prey on investor fear. The retail trading community has largely dismissed this report as market manipulation. And when you look at the fundamentals, it's crystal clear why. Let me show you what Wall Street professionals are actually saying. H.C. Wainwright, a respected financial services firm, has a price target of $25 on ONDS. That represents approximately 158% upside from current levels, but it gets even better. When you run growth-adjusted intrinsic value models, accounting for ONDAS's stated goal of $1.5 billion in revenue by 2030, the fair value comes in around $33.35. That's a 244% upside potential from where we are today. Even Simply Wall Street's discounted cash flow analysis estimates fair value at $33.03. Suggesting the stock is currently 65.5% undervalued. And if you look at the Benzinga Edge score, ONDS is sitting at 99.6 out of 100, signaling exceptional momentum and performance potential. Since my January video, several major catalysts have emerged that validate everything I said in my original analysis. First, on February 3rd, ONDAS secured a major defense contract with a government client in the Asia-Pacific region for national security missions. This contract is expected to be executed in multiple phases starting this year, representing significant recurring revenue and geographic expansion. The Asia-Pacific region is one of the most strategically important areas for defense spending globally, and ONDAS is now positioned as a trusted partner in that theater. Second, just one day earlier on February 2nd, ONDAS entered a definitive agreement to acquire Rotron Aero, a UK-based developer of advanced unmanned aerial systems and vertical takeoff and landing drones. This acquisition is an absolute game changer. It adds cutting-edge VTOL technology to ONDAS's portfolio and accelerates their vision of creating integrated autonomous systems. This is exactly the kind of strategic move that transforms good companies into industry leaders. We're watching it happen in real time. And if that wasn't enough validation, the company's WASP drone was invited to compete in Phase 1 of the Drone Dominance Program by the United States Department of War. This is military recognition at the highest level, folks. Being selected for this program validates the technology and opens the door to potentially massive government contracts down the line. Now let's talk about something most analysts completely misunderstand: the war chest. The biggest misconception about ONDAS is the solvency question. People look at a growth company burning cash and immediately assume bankruptcy risk. But here's what they're missing, and it's huge. ONDAS has secured over $1.5 billion in pro forma cash against only $18 million in debt. That gives them a 367-month runway. That's over 30 years of operational flexibility. Bankruptcy fears are completely off the table. Instead, what this cash position actually does is give them the capital to acquire competitors, scale manufacturing, and dominate emerging markets. They're not fighting for survival, they're positioning for dominance. The company's strategic move into the Florida Defense Corridor is another brilliant positioning play that most people are overlooking. This region is rapidly becoming a hub for defense innovation, and ONDAS is planting its flag right in the center of it. This isn't accidental, this is strategic positioning at its finest. So, where does this leave us today? My January 22nd call was perfectly timed to capture a company at its launchpad phase. Despite short-term volatility and blatant manipulation attempts by short sellers, the fundamental story has only strengthened. We're looking at immediate upside to $25 based on professional analyst targets, and long-term intrinsic value hovering around $33. That's the kind of asymmetric risk-reward profile that creates truly life-changing returns for investors who have the conviction to see it through. Remember, successful investing is about identifying structural transformation before the market fully prices it in. That's exactly what we did with ONDS on January 22nd. The backlog explosion, the massive revenue surge, the strategic acquisitions, and the military recognition all confirm that this company is executing on a vision that most investors are still failing to comprehend. They're seeing a small defense stock. I'm seeing a future leader in autonomous defense systems. This is smart stock. Sam reminding you to always do your own research, invest wisely, and look beyond the noise to find the real signal. If you found this analysis valuable, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more winning stock calls, and drop a comment below letting me know what stocks you want me to analyze next. Until next time, stay smart, stay profitable, and I'll see you in the next video.